Vikings control. It'll go up top and then off to the side. Raheem Graham finding Pilot on the near side, and he'll boot that out of play. Cardinals looking to avenge last season, where they were 3-12-3 overall, 0-9-1 in MIAC play. 2 of their 3 wins, though, came here at Okromowitz Field. 1 win on the road in non-conference play. They were able to get wins over Crown, Ripon, and Martin Luther. Here's a chance for the Cardinals and Barak Maccabi, and that'll go out of play. It will stay with the Cardinals. 37-25 left to play here in this opening half. Wyatt Gonzalez will toss it in for the Cardinals. And that'll go off Pilot and out of play. Back toward Gonzalez. A lot of youth on the field here for the Cardinals. Maccabi a freshman. Gonzalez is a freshman. Lars Burgo, a sophomore, although he played a lot of minutes last season. Martin Garr is a junior. Brant Connick, a freshman. Cohen Hare, a sophomore, but as you heard from leading the Cardinals in scoring, he's taken on more of a leadership role this season. Cardinal captains are Daniel Sessler, the goalkeeper, and number 6, Jack Hurley. Here's Kyle Anderson, one of a couple seniors seeing action this season. Cardinals didn't get a lot of scoring last year, as you could tell by their record, but Shareem Palislamovich led the Cardinals with 8 points overall, one of 3 Cardinals to have 3 goals. Jacob Clements and Jack Hurley were the other 2 to pick up 3 goals for the Cardinals. Palislamovich in the opening game from Okromowitz Field came off the bench in the second half, and he was not in the starting lineup here today. This goes through the box and turned away. Jack Hurley able to get a foot on it and direct it away from the goal. .35-25 left to play here in the opening half. This will go out of play and will stay with the Cardinals. Daniel Almeida, Lorenzo Falleti, and Ben Clausen have all scored goals for Bethany Lutheran. That coming in their 3-0 win over Buena Vista. Again out of play, and Bethany Lutheran will control. Here's the free kick from Buena Vista, or from Bethany Lutheran, excuse me, and then headed out by Gonzalez. And now Hare, a little too much contact with Raheem Graham. Graham going down to the turf, and a foul called on Hare. That will give the Vikings a free kick. This is Liam Peterson, senior defender, who will line this one up. 34 minutes remain here in the opening half. And the wall being set up. The referee going over and having a few words for Almeida. Trying to reposition him. Again, Peterson will take his steps backward and get ready. Into the box. And it chested out by Burgo. Still controlled by Bethany Lutheran, and now the Cardinals take it over. Going after is Gar. Gar stops and takes a look. He'll pass backward toward midfield, intercepted. And now here comes Ben Clausen. Clausen right into Jack Hurley. Hurley will find Gar. Jack Hurley, a senior, has played a lot of good minutes for the Cardinals in his career. Here's Almeida for Bethany Lutheran. It'll go towards midfield. And that'll be turned away by Hurley in the box. Battle for it and a slide. Peraza could not get it into the box for Bethany Lutheran. Here's a chance. Nice move by Hare. Trying to get past the defense of Ersfeld. Hare went down, and a foul on Ersfeld. So the Cardinals will get a free kick as they set up their play. Number 26, Brant Connick, will come on to take the free kick. Referees have everybody set up the way they want to, coming over to help out Adamek. Connick will send it towards the goal, headed by Almeida, and then headed again out of trouble by Peterson. Here is Maccabi. Adamek to Gar, and then back to Maccabi. Maccabi trying to make a move, and he wanted to pass it to Gonzalez, but too far backward, and that goes out of play, and Bethany Lutheran will have a goal kick. It's a good thought by Maccabi, but I think the coaching staff maybe wanted him to maybe press the offense a little bit more. 30-35 left to play here in the opening half, and still no score. Officially 2 shots from Bethany Lutheran, but none on goal. Pilot and Almeida have been credited with shots. And kind of a mishit that time by Ersfeld trying to find Pilot. And it is Cardinal ball on the near side. Thrown in and then redirected by Newby. But that'll go back toward Bethany Lutheran. And a chance here set up by Peterson. Peterson with a nice chip downfield, and then Hurley will turn around and send it towards midfield. Maccabi will come over for it. Pilot with the header. And then sent backwards by Curzio. Over to Pilot on the side, and that goes off his foot and out of play, and a Cardinal throw-in. Wyatt Gonzalez to throw it in. Gonzalez into traffic. And then headed over by Connick. Going to get it is Newby. Goes out of play. And another throw in for Gonzalez. We will get our first sub at the next stoppage of play. Ben Clausen came over, and Cardinals wanted a foul to be called, and tripped up in the box was Hare. They will stop. A yellow card has been given, and a yellow card is given to Cohen Hare. Clock stopped at 28:24. Hare went down to the turf, and I think they're giving the yellow card to Hare. Well, actually, that may not be the case. I think they were trying to argue that a penalty kick should be given instead of a free kick. Let's see who this yellow is given to, because the Cardinals will have possession. So the yellow card is assessed to Peterson for Bethany Lutheran. And this will be a free kick, top of the box here for Cohen Hare. So I thought by the reaction that maybe Hare picked up the yellow, but he was obviously tripped up by Peterson, and so Liam Peterson with the yellow card. Here's Hare, and that will be a diving stop that time. And then the second chance goes wide left. So Lundberg gets the diving save after the free kick, and now a goal kick coming up. So in the 17th minute of this first half, Peterson with the yellow for Bethany Lutheran. .47:46 left to play here in the opening half. Curzio trying to get something going for Bethany Lutheran. Over to Clausen. Gonzalez chasing by, tried for a tackle, into the box and headed away. That was a good shot for Bethany Lutheran and Almeida, but just off the target. And so a goal kick for the Cardinals. Cardinals will sub. Number 33, A. Mew, will come in for St. Mary's. And we had another one too. Maccabi and Adamek will both come off for the Cardinals. Mew and Palislamovich, number 11, will come in for St. Mary's. Along the far side. And Hurley down to the turf. Trying to fight for possession and trying to get something going for the Cardinal offense. It'll be a throw in for the Cardinals. This is Anderson to throw it in. Along the side, taken away by Ersfeld for Bethany Lutheran. Looking for Almeida, and Mew was there to defend, and now Hurley knocks that out of the box. Good strong leg by Hurley. Hare giving chase, but he couldn't come away with it. It's Peraza on the far side. In the air, Pilot will head it. And then Gonzalez out of play, but he was trying to get it away from Clausen. Now Pilot will pick it up, quickly throw it in. Here's Almeida, and it was too far ahead for Almeida. Mew will send it back to Sessler with a strong boot to midfield. That'll go off the head of Palislamovich a little awkwardly. You see him shaking his head. It hit him towards the back of the head instead of the front. 25:05 left to play here in the opening half. Curzio downfield. Along the side was Brian Jaimez, and Cardinals will take over. Sessler will set up a goal kick. I want to welcome you to the brand new MIAC network. Just started this off season. Broadcasts will be on all sorts of streaming platforms for you this season. Android TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Roku, ROS, Android, Amazon Fire. And they're going to stop the clock again as there's a discussion over who has possession. So the clock stopped 23:58. Bethany Lutheran will have the free kick just on their side of midfield, just outside the circle. And that was Peterson with the long leg looking for Pilot, who tried to redirect it in the air. And that was touched by Newby, trying to get it away, but directed toward the goal. Sessler was there to make the stop. And Vikings will head it over to Lundberg. Lundberg will whip it over toward Pilot on the near side. Pilot to Almeida. Near side touch, Pilot. And trying to take it away and doing it was Connick. Great play by the freshman defender. Gar looking for it, but he was pushed off by Graham. And now Falleti over to the far side. Peraza was there, and that'll go out of play, and the Cardinals will throw in. 22:52 left to play here in the opening half. Tossed in by the Cardinals. Looking to set up Gar. Bethany Lutheran there to defend. Here's Palislamovich going over the diving Pilot, who slid in to knock it away. And a substitution coming in for Bethany Lutheran, number 35, Ezekiel Human, a freshman forward. We'll check in. He'll be in for Clausen. Throw in by Pilot. That'll go out of play again, and Pilot will get another chance. Sprinting over was Human, trying to get something going here for Bethany Lutheran. Toss into the box. It'll bounce around. Trying to turn around was Falleti. Long shot is wide. That was Jaimez, who came in with the strong leg. And a goal kick coming up for the Cardinals. So that should be the fourth shot for Bethany Lutheran. Almeida has 2, Pilot has 1, and now Jaimez from distance. Here's AMU. Almeida past Sessler. Oh, there was Hurley to stop it in the middle. Sessler comes back. Great save by Sessler. What a play by the Cardinal defense. Bethany Lutheran trying to regroup. And they won't be able to. And a great defensive stand by the Cardinals. Sessler was out of goal. Hurley stepped up, and then Sessler got back to make the second save. Out of play. Bethany Lutheran ball. So Falleti and Almeida Both had shots on that last attempt. And that will go out of play, away from Curzio. "20 minutes remain here in the first half. Maccabi will get it over, and that will go out of play. And it'll be the first corner of the game, and this will go for the Cardinals. Number 26, Brant Connick, will set up the corner. Connick in the air in the box. I think it was Palazlamovic got a head on it. It'll go back to Connick. And then punched out of play by Bethany Lutheran and Graham. So we will get another corner. And this time, Connick will give the ball over to Cohen Hare. So Hare will set up the corner. And that's headed away by Peterson. Still near the box. In the air. You had Gonzalez around there to try to head it away. Now Gonzalez has possession. Taken away by Peterson. Human downfield. Looking for Almeida and diving down. Boy, Almeida with a little shove of Anderson, and then Anderson got back up and shoved Almeida. Ball went out of play, and there was no call on that one. Bethany Lutheran will throw in. Quick throw in from Pilot to Jaimez. Here's Jaimez again, and Jaimez trying to dribble through, and it gets out of trouble. Gar downfield for the Cardinals. Here's Peraza going back for it, and then over to Lundberg. Lundberg will get it over to Liam Peterson. Peterson back to Lundberg. Cardinals trying to pressure. Palazlamovic coming in. Cohen Hare hanging around. On the side for Pilot. Pilot looking to feed Almeida. It's ahead of him, but Almeida gets a full head of steam. Almeida cross, and no chance that time. Human tried and almost got a leg on it. But that'll go out of play. 17:05 left to play here in the first half. This will be the first corner of the game for Bethany Lutheran. Curzio will set up the corner. Curzio, and that's headed right to Sessler, headed by Jaimez. Playing backward, Oscar Peraza to Ersfeld. And then kind of a centering pass for Falleti. Palazlamovic takes it away for the Cardinals. Palazlamovic back to Mew. And that will go out of play. And it'll be Cardinal throw-in. Substitution, number 14, Kyle Palmberg will come in for the Cardinals. Palmberg will be in for Gonzalez. And Palmberg taking the throw-in. This is knocked away by Peterson into the hands of Lundberg. 15:45 remaining here in the first half. Still no score. Cardinals have gotten 2 shots, 1 on goal by Cohen Hare. Bethany Lutheran, 6 shots in the first half, 1 on goal by Falleti. Sent backwards toward Lundberg. And taken by the goalkeeper. Curzio trying to set something up for Almeida. Almeida stops, turn around to Human. And Human and Palmberg kind of got tied up with their legs. Here is Raheem Graham into the Cardinal defense. Back up top, Curzio. Palislamovic comes up to try to disrupt the play and did. To the side and Pilot. Pilot gets a foot on it, looking for Almeida, and Mew knocks it out of play. What a wonderful play by AMU, freshman midfielder. Setzler coming up to put it back into play. Looking for Palislamovic, sprinting, it bounces on the turf and then taken by Lundberg. Hard to tell how that ball is going to bounce on the artificial surface. And you saw Palislamovic put his hand up, saying I kind of misread that a little bit. Here's Peraza. Gets it backward for Clausen. And then over for Ersfeld. To the near side, Curzio. Cohen Hare giving chase. Almeida off the shins of Connick. Hare trying to get possession along the near side. It goes out and for Bethany Lutheran. And we will get a whistle. And that's a foul call on Bethany Lutheran. Substitution for the Cardinals as Rojan Monger will check in, number 19. "13 minutes remain here in the first half. There's a chance for Graham. It's a Pilot on the far side, sprinting towards the corner flag. Cross over the box. And that hit the post. Ooh. Tough one for Jaimez. Hitting the crossbar and then bouncing out of play. And now a corner coming up. This will be the second corner for Bethany Lutheran. Curzio will set this one up. Curzio putting the ball right on the edge of the arc in the corner. Curzio skyward. And that's headed out of play by Jaimez. .11:44 left to play here in the first half. Mew sliding on the turf, trying to get it away, and then Mew, and that's going to be a card on Mew. And he held on to the offensive player for Bethany Lutheran, dragging him down to the turf. And who was that for Bethany Lutheran? I think that was Curzio. It was either Curzio or Falleti. It was hard to tell from up here. Curzio is going to set this up. So one yellow card apiece. Peterson picking one up for Bethany Lutheran and Mew for the Cardinals. Little pushing and shoving as both sides get set up here. And down to the turf went a player for Bethany Lutheran. That was Human who went down to the turf. He's been kind of pushing and shoving with Kyle Anderson as we get set. Curzio and Peterson are around the ball. And still some jostling for position. Human running all around. This is Curzio. Bounces short, and Sessler there to get the skip. Sessler slowing things down a bit, waiting for his players to get into position, and he'll send this one to the other side. Palislamovic trying to eye that up, and it was headed away by Peraza. That'll go out of play, stays with the Cardinals. 11 minutes left to go here in the first half. Cardinals will try to get a late substitution. Palmberg up top. Here's Gar. Ooh, and a little trip up. And that was Monger, who got tripped up as he was making his offensive push. And substitution coming in, number 7, Diego Rivera for the Cardinals. Rivera will relieve Hare, who will get a much-deserved rest. Cohen Hare has really played well, not only this game, but all season long, all 4 matches for the Cardinals so far this season. That was headed by Mew over for Gar, and Cardinals will start to play it back. Ten minutes left to play here in the opening half. Sending it backwards was Falleti. And there's Peterson. Back towards center. Mew was right around there as well. Peterson in the circle, headed away by Burgo. Back towards Palmberg. And Palmberg trying to get away from Almeida. Tight by Almeida. Burgo, and send it back for Sessler, but Almeida was right around there. Mew will get it over to Burgo. Burgo downfield, and that'll bounce looking for Peterson. Monger was right around there, and that'll be sent out of play by Lundberg. Cardinal bench really cheering on their team. They like that push there towards the end, making Lundberg work and come out of his goal box to try to set it up. Mew over to Palmberg. Back to Mew. And that's out of play. Last touch by the Cardinals. So Bethany Lutheran throw in. And now a substitution here for Bethany Lutheran is number 27, Anastasis Dasakalis will come in. Palislamovic trying to go for it. Over to Palmberg. Off of his foot. That was Graham coming around. Graham double teamed. Monger was in there. Here's Peterson. Little handsy again. Saw Rivera grab a little jersey. We get a stoppage of play. We have a player down. That is a Cardinal player down on the field. Palislamovic talking with one of the referees. There was definitely a tie-up between the two teams, and it looked like both sides were kind of pulling jerseys. And we have some talking between the two coaches. Derek Lindholm for Bethany Lutheran, John Pucci for the Cardinals. So both coaches not only talking to the referees, but talking to each other on the sidelines, and just want to have a clean match here. Mew, the injured player for the Cardinals, will come off, and number 3, Humam Kassar, will come in for the Cardinals. I saw a lot of Kassar last year as a freshman. I haven't seen him as much this season. Here's Peterson to take the free kick after the injury timeout. And this will be Bethany Lutheran ball. And it'll be a corner for Curzio. This is the third corner for Bethany Lutheran. .7:05 left to play here in the opening half. The corner by Curzio. Sessler able to punch it out of the air. And a great play by Daniel Sessler to get that out of trouble. .642 left to go. It's along the far side. Offside. It was a great sprint by Monger, but he was offside. .6:05 left to play. Here's Pilot along the near side. Daskalakis working hard in his first few minutes of this game. He just checked in not too long ago. This will go out of play and will stay with Bethany Lutheran. And that'll go out of play. Palmberg last to touch. Bethany Lutheran taking over. 5.5 left to go. It looks like a yellow has been given to Daskalakis. And that was certainly not well received by the Bethany Lutheran bench. In the air and just wide of the net. Sessler was right there, but it went wide. So 2 yellow cards for Bethany Lutheran in this one, Daskalakis and Peterson, and then Hare with the yellow for St. Mary's. See if the halftime break will cool down the tempers of both teams, because it's been kind of a punchy match. We'll see what happens in the second half. Still no score here from Okromowitz Field. Here's Gar for the Cardinals. Gar up to Anderson. Anderson trying to send it in, and it's headed away by Peterson. Headed back by the Cardinals and Rivera. Now another chance here for the Cardinals. Down was Palislamovich pounding the turf. He thought he had a better shot at it. Daskalakis, and he will trip up Palmberg. Oh boy, Daskalakis already had a yellow. Do they pull another card? Cardinals wanted a second yellow on Daskalakis, and they won't get it. Cardinals will get the free kick instead. Here's Burgo. Daskalakis right into the chest of Kassar. Here's Palmberg trying to get it away, and Palmberg makes some contact with Peterson. Peterson down to the turf, and a yellow card will be given to Kyle Palmberg. Oh boy. Boy, we need this halftime break. These two teams are going after each other in non-conference play. John Pucci and the coaching staff for the Cardinals arguing that it was the same as Daskalakis at midfield when they didn't give him the second yellow, which would have been a red card, and Daskalakis would have been ejected. Instead, it's a yellow card on Palmberg. Clock has stopped at 3:13. This match could get out of hand quickly. So actually Palmberg got 2 yellows, and so that's a red for St. Mary's, and so Palmberg is out of the match. I wondered why there was such a long pause, and it's 2 yellows on the Cardinals. Check that. I believe the yellow was on the Cardinal bench. Excuse me. So a yellow on Palmberg and a red on the Cardinal bench. So one of the coaches for St. Mary's has been ejected. Leo Barbosa. Palaslamovich trying to get downfield for the Cardinals, and he was turned away. 2:18 left to play. I was trying to figure out who had been ejected, and it was Barbosa, who is leaving the field now for the Cardinals. He was the one given the red card for arguing with the official. So officially 2 yellows on the Cardinals, Hare and Palmberg, and then a red on the bench, and a diving stop by Sessler, diving to his left. .133 left to play, and Sessler will set up the goal kick for the Cardinals. Palaslamovich has it, trying to pass it out ahead. And that'll go out of play, and it'll be a Cardinal throw-in. 1:07 left to play first half. Here's Palaslamovich, far side.
Remaining in the half.
Out of play, and this will be a Cardinal throw-in. .40 left to play. Bethany Lutheran throws it in. Played back for Peterson. Peterson will try to set it up, and well, now he'll just dribble. Palaslamovich giving chase. And it'll be Bethany Lutheran ball A foul on the Cardinals. 20 seconds left to go. Peterson trying to send all of his players downfield. He wants a chance here at the net. 13 seconds. Peterson in the air toward the box. Turn around. Almeida. Palmberg in the way. And Cardinals defend. Here comes Peterson with the header. Bouncing, and that will do it for the first half. No score after one half of play, but heated play between these two sides. And again, we hope that cooler heads. The referee said that he will likely be out the next game for that he would not be on the bench for the game against Simpson College on September 9th at the We are set to go here in the second half. No scoring in that first half, but for Bethany Lutheran, they had 2 total shots and 1 at the goal. And that is headed away. So Daniel Sessler, 3 saves in that first half. The first half for Bethany Lutheran, as we said, Lundberg had 1 save, and the Vikings so he has had just now 2 shots this season. So Almeida for Bethany Lutheran trying to get it away from Virgo. And now God. Remember, that was Falleti. Sessler coming way out. This one downfield. And down to the turf goes Alislamovich. And he's looking around for a possible card. Top it over and we're basically saying, hey, we need to keep the hands up. If we will get a free kick here for the Cardinals. This will come. Here puts his arm up to the net. And jostling in the box as people are trying to put position. Here's Sayers' kick. And that's not. Carr trying to go for the Cardinals. And that'll be sent back. This players to get ready. And then over to Lars Virgo. Virgo to Hurley. It's that great ball control for the Cardinals.
take the corner into the air, into the box, and then knock them out and out of the box. Wind has continued here for Open Roads Field. Currently temperature is 64, so right around where we were at the start of the game. Along the side, and the Cardinals can get something going. Here's McCabe. McCabe into the box, and that will be out of play. So we'll get a corner here from McCabe and the Cardinals. This will be corner number 3 for St. Mary's. McCabe is ready into the air. And a save made on the shot by Gonzalez. So Lundberg stepping in front to make the save. And Sessler right off the head of the Bethany Lutheran player, and play was stopped. Oh my goodness, he took that directly from Sessler. Down goes number 28, Lorenzo Falleti. And just a direct hit. Unintentional, of course, but my goodness, that doesn't make it hurt any less. Falleti is up and he's waving off the trainers, but the referee is saying, no, you got to be looked at. So Falleti will have to come off the field. He can come back in after he's evaluated, but he'll have to come off to get that evaluation now. Noah Phillipson, number 88, will come in for Bethany Lutheran. So we get a free kick up top. Curcio and taps it over. Over to Lundberg and just gets it away. Cohen Hare was coming in and see if there was anything that he could do. Now a chance for the Cardinals in the box, and then knocked away. Newby had it for St. Mary's. 38-30 left to play. Corner upcoming. Cohen Hare went over to take the corner for the Cardinals. And thank goodness it looks like Falleti okay for Bethany Lutheran. He'll come back to sub back in. And that's knocked out of the box by Bethany Lutheran. We'll chip back on it to send it backward. And a goal kick here for Bethany Lutheran is Falleti will check back in for Phillipson. That was a scary moment when Falleti took that kick from Sessler to the head. Here's Goddard for the Cardinals. Over to Hare. And Cohen Hare taken away by Falleti. Into Gar. Oh, and we had a player for Bethany take an inadvertent hand to the face. Saw Gar react, and the two players collided, and I think Gar ended up inadvertently hitting number 9, Ben Clausen, in the face, and if he's bleeding, he'll have to come out, and that's exactly what is going to happen here. Gar, I think, may have gotten hurt as well. He came off. So number 35, Ezekiel Human, will come in for Clausen, and Clausen will be sent over to his bench. Gar came off, and so Monger will come in for the Cardinals. That goes off the shoulder of Cohen Hare. Hare keeps it in for St. Mary's. Hare along the sidelines trying to get away, and that will go out of play. And last touched by Farragut. Hurley going back on defense for the Cardinals to take it. And then over to Sessler. Taking it away, Ersfeld. And the play will go along the far side. Gar will be able to check back in for the Cardinals at the next stoppage. And Clausen is still trying to stop his bleeding before he comes back in. Here's Peterson. Peterson with the strong leg downfield. And that's going towards Highness. Being chipped away by the Cardinals. Back to Lundberg. Still no score. 35-23 left to play here in the first half. Sent downfield, and Hurley will send that in the air over to Anderson. It'll bounce once on the turf, then headed back to Hurley. Human with the shot, and that will go high and wide to the left from my perspective, to the right of Sessler. Gar will check back in. Clausen still being attended to by the medical staff. Goal kick here for Sessler and the Cardinals. Downfield, and the Hare colliding with Ersfeld. Here's a chance for the Cardinals. And that is saved by Lundberg. Gar with a great chance. That right place for Lundberg, making the great save. Gar can't believe it. He thought he had enough leg to get it past Lundberg, but Lundberg was right in the right spot. So a corner coming up for the Cardinals. Cohen Hare will take the corner. Hare. That was headed away by Gonzalez. But then redirected by Bethany Lutheran. So another corner for Cohen Hare. Hare ready, and this one long. That'll bounce on the turf. Gonzalez goes back for it. He'll have it, try to set up the offense. Gar with the strong leg, and that's booted out of the box. Here's Falleti. And Falleti off the crossbar. Oh, that's the second time that Bethany Lutheran has hit the crossbar tonight. That was shot number 6 for Falleti today. He's got to wonder what he's got to do to get a goal. McCabe was battling with Farraguna, and it'll be a Cardinal throw-in over to Gar. Here's Anderson. Anderson with the fancy footwork to try to get it away. Over to Gar on the near side. Gar looking for Hare, and then back for Anderson, and a slide. And a nice play by Farraguna. 31:55 left to go here in the second half. There's Cohen Hare along the end line, and that's out of play. And a corner for the Cardinals. Cohen Hare will set this up again. Well, we saw some of the chippiness from the first half carry over to the second half, but now we've just seen some really strong play by both these teams. Some really good chances. Here's the corner. Headed away by Almeida. Over to Gar. Gar with the boot. And that'll go wide to the right. Substitution for Bethany Lutheran. Number 22. Jamie Van Wyland will come in. Van Wyland will be in for Raheem Gray. Goal kick for Lumber. And over to Peterson. Peterson strongly downfield. And Burgo will send it back for the Cardinals. Here is Human. On the near side, Peterson. Peterson towing the line, keeping that in play. Falleti back to Peterson. Turned away, Gonzalez. Gar calling for it. Down to the turf with Falleti. What do we have? We'll have a free kick for Bethany Lutheran. See a push foul on the Cardinals. Set up a free kick up top. Peterson's like to take this one. Here's Peterson. Up in the air and over the goal. We have subs coming in. Number 23, Dylan Ortiz. For Bethany Lutheran. And number 19, Rojan Longer. Back in the contest for the Cardinals. 28:45 left to play here in the second half. Still no score, but boy, some really good chances for both sides. And down to the turf goes Peterson. And Longer just in the contest made some contact. And so a free kick for Peterson there. Quickly gets it back into play over for Gersfeld. Picking up once again. That's headed by Hurley off to the side. And that'll roll out of play. It'll be a throw in for Bethany Lutheran. Farraguna coming over toss and then turned away by Munger and out of play. It's another throw in for Farraguna. Hurley heads it out of the box. Gar came in, Maccabi, and we're going to whistle on Bethany Lutheran. Cardinals will get the kick. It appears that Clausen is done with his evaluation, but don't know if he'll come back in. Looks like he's going to put on a sweatshirt and maybe stay off the field, at least for the time being. Here's Gar. Gar over to Cohen here. Here with the shot that goes up and over the goal. And that just missed the crossbar. Cohen here has really come into his own in the first few games of this season. Sophomore saw us some time last season for the Cardinals and trying to improve and capitalize on that experience. Over for Ersfeld, and then back to Peterson. 26:10 left to play here in the second half. Moving along the sidelines. Moving off for Falleti. Henderson takes it away, and now Gar across midfield. Gar looking. Gar will dribble and pass over to Gonzalez. Back to Gar. Back to Gonzalez with the boot up in the air. And then headed away by Farraguna. And now Human bumping around with Connick. Monger chips it over to Gar. Gar back over to Gonzalez to set it up. Gonzalez looking for Maccabi. He tried to sprint and diving for it is Munger. Along the far side. Go back into play with 24:50 left to go. Hurley. And that was kind of intercepted by Farraguna, got in the passing lane and down to the turf. There'll be a foul. Ooh, this one is going to be called on Van Wyland. Van Wyland colliding with Monger, and the whistle goes against Bethany Lutheran. So Cohen here will set up this free kick. Sessler came across midfield to advise on the setup. He's standing just shy of the logo at midfield. Here's Hare, a little chip, and that's turned away by Peterson. And well on goal is Lundberg trying to get it away as Lars Burgo came over to try to help out. There's Hurley at midfield. Over for Hare. Cohen Hare trying to get away from Almeida. And just off of the foot of Munger. Downfield. And that's taken away. Great play by Lars Burgo. We'll get a sub. Number 79, Vincente Perez will come in for Bethany Lutheran. He'll be in for Brian Highness. Throw in for Bethany Lutheran. Dylan Ortiz throwing it in. headed by Gonzalez. Now Almeida trying to make a play in the box. I'm back up, and that's in the air and out of play. And a goal kick for the Cardinals. Cardinals will sub as well. Aiden Adamick will come back in. Adamick will be in for Newby. .22:15 left to play. Early looking to set it up for the Cardinals. Down for Hare. Peterson gets in the way. And then Lundberg back, headed in by Gar. Headed back out. Long for far side, sent back in Gonzalez. McCabe down to the turf. Wanted a whistle on Hirschfeld. And they won't get it. The ball will go out of play. It'll be Cardinal ball, Cardinal throwing. And that's kicked by Anderson. Peterson. Back for Human, and it took a harder bounce on the turf than I think he was anticipating. He tried to hit it, but it went over his head. And then Hurley down to the turf. Anderson down by Falleti. Substitution for Bethany Lutheran is number 15, Raheem Graham. The senior comes back in. Graham in for Curzio. Quadrio Curzio will come out for the first time, I believe, tonight. He's played very well. About 70 minutes on the field for Agostino Quadrio Curzio. Left to play here in the second half. Still no score. 4 saves for Sessler. And Lundberg has made 3 saves. 15 total shots for Bethany Lutheran, but only 4 have been toward the goal. 6 total shots for the Cardinals, but 3 on goal. Now under 20 to play. Bethany Lutheran looking for an opportunity. Here's the free kick for Peterson. We know he's got a leg into the box and that'll go wide of the goal. Goal kick for the Cardinals. Sessler sends this downfield. Peterson lined that up. Over to Almeida. And then Perez just into the contest. Looking for a chance, but it goes out of play. There's a throw in for the Vikings. Graham, and booted out by Gar. Monger for the Cardinals, past McCabe, but Hare able to pick it up along the near sideline, and then it's booted out of play by Van Weilen. Here's Anderson. Along the near sideline, Gar picks it up. Bethany Lutheran takes it away. Far side play. It's a chance for Perez. And he'll get it over to Graham, who then collides with Monger. Down to the turf for goes Graham. Get a free kick for Bethany Lutheran. We have Peterson there. And we also have Falleti. As they decide what they're going to do, the Cardinals will set up a 3-man wall in front. No, a 4-man wall in front. And Peterson chips it over. Falleti.
Say.
Goal for Falleti.
Say.
Just inside the plate. Falleti scores to break the deadlock. Falleti finally breaks through on shot number 7 of the day. And Falleti gives the Cardinals, or gives the Vikings, excuse me, a 1-0 lead. So that is the second goal of the season for Lorenzo Falleti. He will take the team lead in both goals and points. Goal kick for Bethany Lutheran.
No sta per finire, no?
Goal scored by Bethany Lutheran, number 28, Lorenzo Falleti. Assisted by number 8, Liam Peterson.
So Peterson will get the assist on the goal by Falleti in the 73rd minute. Peterson will get his first point of the season for Bethany Lutheran. Into the box and taken out. Gar will send that to the side. Bounce on the turf. Gar trying to fight back for it. And that'll go back towards Sessler playing way out goal. And what a play by Sessler trying to set something up for the Cardinals. 15-17 left to play. 2 subs coming in for Bethany Lutheran. Number 5, Oscar Peraza will check back into the contest.
No, non da fuori, vero? Sì.
Curcio will come back in as well for the Vikings. .30 left to go. Here's Hurley for Anderson along the near side, and then sent out a play by Curcio. Anderson in midfield throws this in, and that'll go out of play. Minutes left to go. Cohen Hare along the near sideline. And Hare goes off of Peterson and out of play. A copy, and then it'll go out of play. We'll stay with the Cardinals. They get something going to get the equalizer. off of the chest of Cohen Hare, and then sent down by Van Ryland. And that'll be sent out by Peraza. There's a throw in by Anderson. Quick throw in. And a shot attempt. Oh my, iconic. And he caught a leg and he went down. Clock will stop. Well, no, they haven't stopped the clock yet. So Connick is still on the ground. A.Mew set to check in. And they still have not stopped the clock. 12:22 and counting left to go. And Mew will go back to the bench as Connick will get back up and walk it off. But a free kick here for the Cardinals. John Pucci asking, why didn't the clock stop here? And we were wondering the same thing. We had an injury, but the referee never signaled to stop the clock. Here's Cohen Hare setting up the free kick. Hare sends that to the goal and wide right. So a minute or so coming off the clock because of the injury. 11:45 left to play. Now we'll go out of play. And we'll stay with Bethany Lutheran. Throw in from the far side. And that'll be headed around by Curzio. Gar is there on defense. Now Bergo coming over to help. Chance intercepted. This first spell out of the way for Bethany Lutheran. And blue on the sidelines. This will be a Cardinal throw. Thrown in by Gonzalez. He got it back after the touch. Over to Gar. Back over to Maccabi and then headed away by Bethany Lutheran. Here's a chance for the Vikings. 10 minutes left to play here in the second half. 1-0 Bethany Lutheran. And Sessler with a slide to maybe make a play, but ball was out of play. Lorenzo Falleti will check back in the contest for Bethany Lutheran. Ezekiel Hewitt as well. Cardinals will get a sub as A.Mew will come in. He was about to come in. Or excuse me, that's Diego Gillis. Diego Gillis. Or G-Legs. Diego G-Legs. Alright, 9:19 left to go. We got a corner here for Bethany Lutheran. Wind starting to pick up. Will that affect this corner? And it's deflected away by the Cardinal defense. That'll go out of play. Under 9 to go. Cardinals have sent 8 shots for the Bethany Lutheran goal, but only 3 have gotten to Lundberg. And that's in the air by Falleti. Almeida looking for it. And it'll go out of play. Cardinals looking for a couple more pushes here towards the end of the contest. 8:23 left to go. Cohen Hare back to Sessler. Sessler lines up. And taken away by the Vikings. Here's a chance. That was Hymas. Along the far side. Jostling for position. Gonzalez had it for a second. Hymas had it. Gar looking for it. So a little pause there by Adamek. He was briefly injured. But he'll get back into the play. 7:28 left to go. Free kick here for Bethany Lutheran. Peterson will line this up for the Vikings. And there's Peterson, and it will bounce out. Goal kick for the Cardinals. With Listening to push, that ties it up. Sessler with 7:02 to go. Downfield, trapped by Falleti. Now guard, try and get it away. Adamek trying to center for the Cardinals, and now Anderson has Human with the slide and out of play, and it will stay with the Cardinals. They'll get a throw in on their side of the field. Over to Gar. Gar stops right into Curzio. Human. Now and went toward the goal, and it's going to be headed toward Peterson. I'm sorry, Peterson heads it toward Lumber as Maccabi trailed for the Cardinals. They had a chance. 6:19 left to play. Here's Lumber with the goal kick, and Gonzalez stops it for the Cardinals. Right over to Hymas. Downfield for Hurley, he'll let it bounce. Human coming over, and it's a great play by Hurley to try to body shield Human from running into Sessler. Off of Giles. And that'll go out of play. And it will stay with the Cardinals. They will sub. Palmberg will come in for Anderson. Thrown in by Palmberg over to Gar. He traps it, and that hits Falleti. Cardinals went into a handball. We won't get it, but should be a goal! Oh, what a goal by Rojan Monger, and the Cardinals tie this up at 1. That seemed to come out of nowhere for Monger, and the Cardinals tie this up. Where did Monger come from? He was right at the top of the box. And Monger ties this one with 5:21 to go. That opportunity so slow to develop, but Monger was there at the right place at the right time. 1-0. Your guy takes it away. And injured player for Bethany Lutheran. We'll see what happens here. Here's Maccabi. Maccabi trying to go into the box, and that's taken out. And that will roll out of play. Do we get a stoppage? We have an injured player for Bethany Lutheran. And that is Falleti, who is injured. Clock stops at 4:47. Falleti trying to walk it off. Remember, Falleti at the goal, 7 shots, 3 of those on goal. He had the goal assisted by Peterson to give Bethany Lutheran the 1-goal lead. And then Monger, assisted by Gar, gets the equalizer. And we have 4:37 left to play. Taken away. What a play that time by Connick.
Scored by number 19, Rojan Monger.
Tossman in the 85th minute. Monger from Gar. .4:10 left to play. On the far side. Monger trying to save that from going out of play, but it'll be Bethany Lutheran throw-in. Highness can't control, and that'll go out. Stays with the Vikings. 3:35 to play. Tossed into the box. Gar heads it over to Palmberg, and he takes it away. Peterson sending it back, and that's headed by Peraza. Back to Peterson. Gio's trying to cause trouble and does. Peterson couldn't get it away, so he has to send it back to Lundberg. 3 minutes left to go. Along the far side, Munger working there. In the air, Gar chasing after it. Falleti. Back to Curzio trying to set up Human. Here comes Sessler out of the goal. Grabs that one, but 2:47 left to go. Two and a half to go. Sessler looking to set it up. He'll send it down 3/4 of the way down the field. And then headed away by the Vikings. Now Gonzalez trying to reset the offense. Gonzalez will give it over to Adamek. Adamek back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with the boot turned away in the box by Ersfeld. And now 2 minutes left to go. Out of play, and we'll get a sub for the Cardinals. Zach Newby will come back in. Newby will be in for Adamek. As the Cardinals get ready to throw it in, Gonzalez will throw this in with 1:35 to go. Gonzalez, he wanted Monger, who was cutting toward the net. In the air to the near side, and then trapped by Peraza. Peraza picks it up, 1:18 to go. Cardinals get it back. Newby was right there, trying to find Gar. And now Monger. Monger dribbling around. 1:05 left to play. Monger gets it back, wanted to set up Newby, but out of play, and a Bethany Lutheran throw-in.
1 minute remaining.
Under a minute to go. Play at midfield. And here's Falleti. Falleti over to Peterson, and then knocked away by Hurley. That will go into the official scoring box. All picked up by Peraza. 38 seconds to go. Peraza throws it into Falleti. Over to Peterson, and he's tripped up by Monger. Downfield, here's a chance, Chiles. And Chiles sent down in the box to make it a penalty kick. Oh my goodness. What will be the call here?
Era fallo dei.
In for Chiles. They'll stop the clock with 25 seconds left to go. Derek Lindholm, the head coach for Bethany Lutheran, not happy with this call. And it will be Hurley who will take the penalty shot. PK for the Cardinals coming up. Well, from up here, we thought that there was a possibility that a PK would be called. Still a discussion. Marzio talking with the referees. And a chance here for Jack Hurley. 25 seconds left to play. They'll take the PK. Hurley will put it on the field to set up. Hurley set. There's the whistle from the referee. Hurley starts to go! Upper corner! And the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead. Hurley converts on the PK, and he'll go over to the fans on the far sideline. Cardinals were 4 of 5 in penalty kicks last season. Hurley had 3 PKs last year and picks up his first this season. Only 2 seconds left to go as the Cardinals lead 2-1. In the air, that'll bounce and roll out. And that's going to do it for this one. Sessler will go back to get it, under 10 to play. And the Cardinals, on the penalty kick by Jack Hurley, get their second win of the season. And celebration time here at Open Lowitz Field.
Ja, fallo là dei.
Cardinals win this one 2-1. 2-1-1 on the season. Bethany Lutheran, their first loss, and now 1-1 on the year. What a crazy end to this game as the Cardinals will get the win.